Hey everybody, are you ready to go home?
Nope.
Here comes the other little one. Well, it's all happening at Melaleuca today. This is well, the 9:30 arrival, which is a touch late, and it's supposed to leave at 10, so I might go out a little bit late. But it's a beautiful day, and definitely the right decision to go out today instead of tomorrow, because the forecast is for a massive nor'wester. All the stuff is going in.
Oh, will you stop?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Mwah.
Did I tell you if I get it in front of Heather?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just mind your head as you're jumping in, please.
Yep.
And the steps just behind you on the strap.
It's your turn.
Squeezy.
Squeezy.
Make sure that's nice and tight. Get sets over there.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
6, mark the toes. I'm going to close this front door, just push that down. Yep. Lock the door.
Okay, thank you. See ya.
Alright, everything's in. Seatbelts on. Just find their headsets. Slap on your back, just find your toes.
Are gone. They're off on the Cessna 206 instead of the Islander just here. Michael is just standing there behind me, the pilot, and he's the one who actually organised for me to go flying with the Czech pilots and Aero Club members at Cambridge, so it was nice to see him. Anyway, I'm going to hang around here for a little while and go check out the bird hide and Denny King's first walking hut again before I head back to the boat. Okay, so I've borrowed the borrow bike, going across the airstrip over to the sheds again to have a look, and it yes, beats walking. Okay, look left, look right. There is actually, what is it? It's 11 o'clock. There's a flight due in again at 12:30, so I think I'm safe. Now, just stopping here. Oh, squeaky brakes, and you can see the South Coast track. Pretty much goes right up that hill there. I've come across the other side of the airstrip to where the mining sites is located, and there's a bit of old mining stuff lying around, and storage shed there. There's a few signs around explaining the mining activities, and some kind person has provided a miniature of heavy machinery. Anyway, it's a kind of a contrast to everywhere you go. There's little bird nests that have been placed around the area. There's another one over there, and just there. Just down past the mining storage sheds is the bird hide that the researchers are using, and they're seeing a few birds around today, and they've got some of the baby birds that came in on the plane yesterday acclimatising in the area, and they just said that they'll be released on Friday. So they, in that hide, they've got boxes where they put the birds just while they're organising tagging, and they actually showed me a really tiny radio transmitter that they put on, fasten onto the birds as well. This is one of the tin mine sites that Denny King used to run, and it's out to the southwest of the airstrip, which we can see just over there now. So on that hill behind the airstrip to the left of the walkers' huts, and the museum and bird observation is on the right. Right, well, here's a sign explaining what this one is. It's actually a mine that was run by Peter and Barbara Wilson, and the sign says from 1974 until 2007. So this is what is left of the mine. Well, I'm back on the boat now after the girls have flown back to Hobart from Melaleuca. So that was with Par Avion, and I've got to say Par Avion have been just awesome. We changed the flights for the girls. They were going out tomorrow, but the weather is going to turn, so we got them on Wednesday's flight instead. So anyway, I've just had something for lunch, and the winds are getting up, but I have noticed how very, very quiet it is, and maybe because it's just me. So I'm really sad this time after they're leaving. It was a great couple of weeks with the girls here, so love you both to the moon and back. Alright, so rather than sitting around feeling sorry for myself, I need a bit of a distraction, so I'm going to just pop over to Clayton's Corner, which is over there, and do the walk up Mount Beattie. It's only a fairly short one. The winds are already here actually, and I've got a whole bunch of new neighbours that you can possibly see over there. So it looks like a bunch of people have come in to hunker down for tomorrow's big wind. So I'm actually pretty pleased with where I'm anchored on this sort of bank of trees just ahead of me, and you can see how much chain I've got out. The boat is sitting quite nicely, and the wind is already up pretty close to what is forecast for tomorrow. Now the boat's sitting pretty well. Yeah, look at the sky there, and you can see the conditions are turning a little bit. But I've got a whole bunch of new neighbours, and if you look over in the bay, which is kind of where the charts indicate a lot of people anchor, they're a bit more exposed at the moment. Not that they're in any sort of peril, but I'm actually really happy with it. You can actually see the line of wind just off to the right, and behind this bank of trees, a nice little wind shadow. Okay, well, on the end of the jetty is Clayton's Corner, and just looking at that sky, it is starting to turn. It's going to be my last outdoor activity for a day and a half, but the walk that I'm about to do, Mount Beattie, is not terribly long, and I'm going to scoot up the hill now. It'll probably be a bit windy up the top, but as you can see, the sign says Clayton's Corner. I'm about a third of the way up Mount Beattie, and this is probably maybe the 5th spot where you get to look out over this direction, over Bathurst Harbour, but the view out over Forest Lagoon has just opened up, and you can see the river going up to Melaleuca. There's a lovely view of Bellamy, and again, I'm really happy with where I've anchored because, as you can see, there's actually quite a nice little wind shadow there. This is what it looks like coming up onto the very top of Mount Beattie, looking out to the entrance of Port Davey. That is looking back down into Awhile Bay, which is where we were a couple of nights ago. Forest Lagoon, just down from Melaleuca, and it was pretty breezy last night, but about 5:30 it really kicked in up to the forecast sort of near gale. We're just starting to get showers now at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and very happy to be here, and I think I'm in good company. There's I think 8 boats here. They all started coming in yesterday, so it'll be a nice quiet day on board. Okay, Friday morning, the sun is shining, the wind is gone. I'm going to go off and check out the Mount Rugby walk this morning, and the forecast is still saying the same thing for Saturday and Sunday, which is 4 metre swell tomorrow, dropping to 3 on Sunday, and southwesterly moderate. So if I can put up with the swell, the wind is okay for going up the west coast to Hibbs Pyramid is where I'm hoping to stop. And that is what you call, well, I don't know, it's what I call doing a fast taxi. Downwind, turn around and take off upwind. Just about to set off on the Mount Rugby walk. The track starts right here. It's 9:30, and let's see how we go. But it is a cracker of a day. Well, I'm currently at about an elevation of 270 metres, which is roughly the same as Mount Beattie straight across. So it's taken me about the same time, about 45 minutes, although a shorter distance to get up this one because it's just a steeper climb. But you can see Bellamy down in the bay there, and there's another boat dropped in just a little while ago. But I'm not even a third of the way up yet, so I've got a way to go. Well, I am on the top of Mount Rugby. This is looking north, swinging around to look at Bathurst Harbour, and now down to Melaleuca in the middle of the shot, right in the distance, and Forest Lagoon, and then that is looking southwest now, and now out to the entrance to Port Davey. And let's do that again with things a bit closer. Okay, so northwest, that is looking north now, back around to Bathurst Harbour. And we can see now the boats in Forest Lagoon and the inlet going up to the airstrip, and the airstrip's actually quite visible with the sun on it now. So down in the bay you can see Bellamy is on the right. There's the boat that came in a bit after me, and there's a bigger yacht heading out at the moment. There's Forest Lagoon and looking out to Melaleuca. Out in the distance is the entrance to Port Davey, Breaksea Islands just over that hill, and Schooner Bay there. Looking over here, we've got Balmoral Beach, and that hill just beyond this big rock here is Balmoral Hill. Here's a couple of little fun facts. There's a spot just there where metal pieces been concreted in. There's another one just there, and there is water at the very top.